Yo, yo, yo. Jamie the Villains, how you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Love
Yo,
yours.
yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo.
No such thing. No such thing as a life that's
So what you trying to get into?
No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours.
Get your weight up.
Thing is a life
Get
that's
your weight
better
up.
than yours.
Fuck is you looking at? You forgot that I'm him.
Let a nigga know that he alive.
In the Jeeper Beeper, in the
Fake niggas mad, snakes in the grass. Let a nigga know that he arrived. Don't be sleeping on your level, cause it's beauty in the struggle, nigga.
What's up, y'all? Peace to the kings and queens. Peace to the gods and goddesses. I love you all. Thank you for the endless support on Twitch, on YouTube, Twitter, Discord, everywhere. Thank you guys so much for the love. Let's keep spewing out these positive energies, these positive vibrations to people. And like I say all the time, bro, we're changing the world right in front. We are taking our shit back. We are taking everything that is ours back. All the low vibrational entities who run this fucking world, who run this fucking matrix, man, we taking all of that shit back. So I love you guys. Let's keep pushing, let's keep striving, let's keep elevating, and let's keep prospering, man. All right? And I don't know if y'all could tell, but you know, I just woke up not too long ago. It's like, I don't know, like 4 a.m. right now. Just woke up. My soul was telling me to make this video, and I'm here. So, first and foremost, you see the title, okay? What is love? Love. So, because I always think about what would it be like if I didn't choose the parents and the friends that I had? So, what if I did not choose my family and my friends? Because you know how they say, you know, you can't choose your family, but you can pick your friends. That's false. You can pick and choose. You pick and choose esoterically, spiritually, both of them. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But I be having a lot of these thoughts, man, and so many people have this love concept misconstrued, and honestly, it honestly makes me feel some type of way whenever I hear people talk about love and falling in love with people, and it makes me feel some type of way, right? And so, you know how, y'all's family, y'all's friends, just throw the word around. You know, I love you. You know, they just say it all day, right? But the meaning behind it is none, right? And so we're gonna break down what love is essentially, and how can you differentiate when people say that they love somebody, but you obviously know that they don't mean it, versus when someone really does love somebody, right? So first, there's two symbolisms we can use. So first, L-U-V, love. It's just a shortened version, you know. You know how people, come up with the shortened shit of words, like what's up, they'll say sup, or shit like that. L-U-V, what does it mean? The same way the acronym with peace, positive energy always creates elevation, or positive energy always creates enlightenment, or positive enlightenment, or whatever you want to use, right? It's an acronym. So LUV stands for listening, understanding, and validation, right? And so that is not so much the proper way to love somebody, because if you constantly have to validate somebody, then your other half, right, as people say, your other half, your person you're in a relationship with, is not fully whole in themselves, where you have to constantly validate them and give them so much attention because they feel a lack of, where you got to constantly give in to them. But guess what? You filling their gas tank up, but you ain't got no gas left, bro. Sis, you ain't got no gas left. And understanding that's powerful, But us as spiritual beings, you as a spiritual being, as a god or goddess, like we gotta understand that we shouldn't be understanding anything. It's always understanding and overstanding. What the fuck are we understanding? It's nothing we should understand. Like, you know, people say, you understand me? Like they, in the conversation, subconsciously, they are putting you below them. You understand me? Like I'm up here. Same thing with fans. If they'd be like, oh, you know, shout out to my fans, shout out to the followers who follow me and the fans who's spiritually, subconsciously, they are putting themselves up here on a pedestal from their ego, which is a social conviction, and they're putting you below here. But they wouldn't be here without you. So anyway, understanding is very important, but understanding and overstanding, especially in a relationship, and then listening, man. Like listening is also very important, because with listening, if you always, and I mean always, because there's, and y'all know, y'all mama, y'all's best friends, y'all's, you know, girlfriends, boyfriends, y'all know this, man. Like when people always have the constant tone, like they want to speak, there's no possible way you can listen to what I'm saying. And there's a difference between listening and hearing somebody, but that's not a video for a whole other day. But when people want to talk way more than they want to listen, that's why we have 2 ears, 1 mouth, so we can listen more than we speak. That's an old saying. That's an old time saying. I know you about that right there. When your mama, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah. So you should listen way more than you speak, but you can tell when someone wants to speak way more than they want to listen, because they don't want to hear what the fuck you're talking about. So, and especially in a relationship, you know, and that's how arguments happen. That's how split ups happen, breakups, because the other person doesn't want to understand, even though, you know, I don't really use that one, but they don't want to understand where the person is coming from because they don't want to listen, and then they're so much in their ego where they don't validate their partner. So here's a scenario I can get you guys to relate to. So think of love like a fish. I love this analogy. Think of love like a fish. You love fish, right? You love fish, right? See? You love fish. Why do you eat fish? Boom, that's the answer. You eat fish because you love it. You like it, right? But here's the thing. With love and the fish, you are eating the fish because you love it, because it is for your benefit. Because it quenches your taste buds, because it tastes good to you, right? Also, think of love like a light. Because we wouldn't be here without love, just so you know. You know, we wouldn't be here without it. So, love is like a light. Like I mentioned in a previous video, you know how in rich white people houses, bro, they got the light where you can like poke it a couple times and like, you know, bring the lighting up and down or whatever. In most households, they don't have that. All they have is light. Switch on, switch off, right? Love is like a light. Love is very bright, very potent, and very strong. Now, you can get a headache whenever your mama wake you up and she turn that light. Damn, right? It can be very blinding, as they say, right? It can be very blinding. And it can distract you. It can piss you off. It can aggravate you. It can make you say things that you don't want to say. It can make you do things that you really don't want to do. Right? So just think about that. And here is the end all be all right here. Because it makes me feel some type of way whenever I hear and listen to people say this shit. This is the misconstrued example right here. This is the do nots. This is the do not of love. This is what people say. Listen. They say, I give to whom I love. But the real thing is I love to whom I give. So you can ask a question and be like, okay, JB, do I give to whom I love, or do I love to whom I give? That's a deep question. And most people are not honest enough to answer that question. And this is one thing that people really have to understand. With this fallen in love paradigm, what the fuck is that? Esoterically, spiritually, when you say you are falling in anything, that is mean you are getting away from yourself. That's why they say whenever after you fall out of love with that person, the relationship is basically no longer, because when you're falling in something and you come out, so when you realize what state you're in, and then you come out of that state, you come out of that energy bubble, you come out of that aura, it's like you just get aggravated by everything they do. You just get pissed off and no. So when people, and you could be a very large testimony to this as well, you know. So don't exclude you, right? But when one falls in love, what normally happens? They see in someone else something that resonates with them. What do I mean by that? Okay, so the person who is in love with another person, they see something, whether it be some physical, some pleasures, right? And some needs. They see that person as that for them, right? And so it's kind of like you put them on a pedestal and you constantly want to apprehend to their needs and their, physical necessities before your own. And here's the thing that people also have to understand, that a true, real love is a love of giving, not receiving. Oh, you got to get this from me, you got to do this, you got to do that. Bro, when you extend yourself to the act of giving instead of receiving, because that's the law of the universe. You have to give in order to receive. So it's going to happen naturally, right? But when you are so focused on the receiving end and not the giving end, that's when it gets lopsided, right? It gets lopsided. One person doing this, the other person doing that. So like, where is the balance? And so you cannot control / make someone happy. You just cannot. I don't care if you are 13 or 33. You cannot make someone happy, you guys. You cannot. That is a false paradigm that we have all been lied to. You make me happy. This makes me happy. No, you can make them smile. You can make them laugh. You can make them have a joyous feeling, a comfortable feeling, but happy, you cannot. You cannot. You cannot control that. You cannot control that. And so once you know all these real concepts of love, then you can go about people, places, and things, right, wholeheartedly. And you can come from a place of, it's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. So the passion that I have for this person, as well as them for me, we're not focused and worried on being in a rule-strucken, committed relationship where we're stuck in a box. Everybody, so okay, so you can't do this, you can't do this, you got rules, got rules, got rules. You this, and I'm boom, you can't do that, can't do that. But I want you to do this, so receive, I want to do this. But where is the giving? Where is the actual love? And last thing I'm gonna say about love, because I love talking about it because it's amazing, you know? And just think of it as a flower, y'all, you know? And a baby. Let's do a flower and a baby. A flower, what does it need to essentially grow? Water and sunlight. Essential, right? Water and sunlight, that's it? That's it for a flower? Okay, now, what does a baby need to grow? Tenderness, affection, and attention, right? And so most parents, especially when they first get the baby, they want to hold on to it so tight. Oh, I love you so much, and they want to hold on to it so tight, right? But once you keep growing as an adolescent, it's like, wait, you're holding on to me so tight, I cannot breathe. You are suffocating me. So then what happens when they get to high school, when they get to college, when they, get out mama's nest, get out the bird nest? What happens? They act a whole fool. They act a whole ass. Because you were suffocating them. Love is gentle, man. Love is nurturing. That's why, man, when mothers just know, most mothers know how to, give them that touch, that not too much affection, but just that perfect hug, or like that perfect, laugh with you, or like, pick you up from school and just tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just know how to do that perfect thing. And they don't know what they're doing, but they're doing it, right? And it's the same thing with the flower, y'all. You have to give that flower the essential nutrients, the essential water for it to grow. If you out there all day until you go to sleep to look at the motherfucking flower grow, goddamn, you gonna give me some space to move or what? You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta focus on that, Focus on not being so, okay, well, oh, you going to this, you going to this place, oh, well, I can't fuck with you, or you talking to him, I can't, well, you do all these rules. And you guys are gonna know off rip. Now that you guys know these basic essentials and these basic analogies with love, I don't care if you're 14, bro, 14, 15, man, this is gonna bring you a long way. And in your relationships, because I view it as all relationships, whether it's a friend or a exclusive committed relationship, you guys are gonna go a long way knowing this stuff. So just be aware. Just be aware. You can't control nobody. You can't make them happy. You can make them laugh, make them smile, but you cannot make them happy. The real love is a love of giving, not receiving. And ask yourself, ask yourself this important question. Are you giving to those whom you love? Or are you loving, or do you love to those whom you give? Ask yourself that, And if it's a little shaky, you need to polish some shit up. You need to polish some shit, because you are exploiting too many energies in too many spots where it is not a necessity for them to grasp your energy. Protect your energy at all times. That's number one priority right there. Boom. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Y'all know what to do. I love y'all. Y'all the best. Kings and queens, positive affirmations every day, all day. Stay up, never down. Let's change the world, man. It's JB. And I'm